Well, hello, welcome back to a brand new episode of Dead or SPUD. I'm Maniacal Mac. Today's movie we're going for came out in 1995 and it's called Rumpelstiltskin. I have seen this film. It was a long time ago when I was a kid. I only really remember him on a motorbike, and I think he's chasing a woman who's either pregnant or has a kid, and I think she's pregnant. That's what I mean. I can only kind of remember little bits and bobs of it. It's directed by the same person who did the first Leprechaun film, and apparently he didn't direct the second one because he wanted to do this. It's very similar, like a fairy tale story-ish monster creature feature. So similarities to Leprechaun, but I'm pretty sure it's different. Like similarities in a way, I think he's like quite one-liner. He's got quips and shit as well. From what I remember, I think he was quite funny. Again, it's been a long time since I've seen this. I've rewatched a lot of films and seen them in a new light, shall we say, like. So, you know, but I think it might be a fun one at least, like, you know what I mean? I think it should be a decent one. If you have seen this one yourself, you know, what do you make of it? By the end of it, after my reaction and a review, do you agree with what I've, felt about this movie? Yeah, it's, kind of known-ish if, like, you're into your 90s horrors. I know it's not super unknown, you know what I mean? Harder to get these days, but, let's just go for Rumpelstiltskin. I got a good feeling about this one. Someone in Europe, 1400s. Here you go, he's ready to snatch the baby. Get out, Gary Glitter, like.
Bastards! She gave her word.
She gave her word? What, did some woman, like, say, have my kid or something? Like, if anything, she should be fucking getting a parent award for that one. Right, so he's like, you give me your word, something about gold. I think he gave her gold for the baby, and she's like, no, I want my baby back now, after accepting the offer.
She belongs to the streets.
Well, look at this, so, like, they can't really burn him, she's holding the kid, but they're still quite close to the fucking kid.
No, not my baby!
No, my baby? My baby? What the fuck? So he throws fairy dust that goes into flames?
What?
Bring the pain, and someone just smacks the fuck out of him. They're all having a turn now. Look at that, he's holding this guy up, alright? Well, they all just watch and go, fucking I know he's short, he's hard, and I thought, oh, he's ripping his eye out, alright. Oh, while he's ripping his eye out, distraction, get the baby back. That's how he rips the eye out, there's no optic nerve attached to it, and the eye's moving, alright?
What?
Eat it. Oh, go on, have a munch.
I'm a monster!
Make him watch.
They promised me a baby.
This woman's like chucking fairy dust in. He's like, they promised me a baby. What the fuck?
What?
Look at this. Now he's on fire. Because it's like, you know my name. Oh, no, I'm burning. Oh, fuck. Fire, fuck. Oh, fuck. She's kind of shit then. So he had the baby run away. Put the baby down because he's more concerned about ripping out someone's eyeball to eat it. And show off in front of him. They get the baby back and he's like, who's this woman throwing shit at me? She starts throwing fairy dust at him, burns him, and now this. He's trapped into a rock of some form.
What the fuck?
Okay, that happened. Okay, so she turned him into a rock and chucked him into the fucking sea. So like, what, is like a fucking whale or something going to eat him up? And then like, I don't know, some fishermen capture a whale and that's how he gets up there. It's going to be quite hard for the rock to make its way to fucking land. You know what I mean? It's fucking in the bottom of the ocean. Is this good guy going to try and rob her when the cops are literally right in sight? Literally right there. Okay. Why is he running? He had so long. He could have just literally went, like, not even a fatal one, just shot him in the fucking shoulder or drop his gun. Oh fuck! Hold on, stop, like, you know what I mean? But instead he runs, now he's distracted by the baby and he's gonna get shot. Shit. So the bad guys in this literally got the max pain fucking a slowdown time effect. Mate, if they go up against Rumpelstiltskin, he's fucked. Look at that. He gets shot and then goes flying back instead of falling down and crumbling.
Oh god.
Physics, gravity, you know.
What?
Go on, one more in the... right in the badge. Oh, he's Fair play, he did shoot him in the back of the fucking head though. Like, he's like, ah, fuck that. Before I'm dying, you're going, son. You could have like avoided all that if you just took my advice instead of running and making a point of it. Just went bang in his arm. No one would have died, but...
Virginity. Huh? Come on. I guess it would be the slowest runner.
Right. I heard that right, didn't I? It took me a second to process then. She literally goes to the models. This is his chat line / joke. So, which of you, you know, whores lost your virginity first is what he's getting at, you know. Silence. Whichever's the slowest runner.
Do you know what men are thinking?
Alright.
This is the definition of creepy.
So, after his death, obviously a little bit of time has passed because she's no longer pregnant. She has a kid now, handed off to the antique store, so... Are they going to explain? Right, two things you need to explain, right? In the fucking first place, I should have said, like... They haven't explained why Rumpelstiltskin's got a thing about kids. Yeah, babies, which is even worse. You know what I mean? It's like... Is it because, like, you know, if you give the whole, like, oh, the younger the soul, like, they're more, I don't know, innocence and whatever. If they give that excuse, I'll be like, fair enough. No point they mention that. He's just like, what are you doing with them babies, dude? No, we're not going to mention that one. It's like, you know what I mean? And this is the second thing I meant to ask. It's like, are they going to explain how the fuck they got that? Was you found washed up? I hope they explain that at least. Although the first point is what they should fucking really explain, you know what I mean? Where do you find these antique stores that are covered in webs and like loads of smoke going on there? Incense sticks, shall we say? Where the fuck do these exist? I know this is 95. I went to antique stores and never got this treatment.
Come back another time.
We're always closed.
We're always closed. She's like, stop, like, what the fuck? Like, how do you make money?
I don't know.
What do you want?
No, that was actually quite funny. Like, oh, you know very what? There you go. She's seen the rock and she's instantly drawn to it. To be fair, I would be a bit like, what the fuck is that? Like, you know what I mean? 20 quid, mate. 20 quid at best, like, you know what I mean? At best. And even then you're ripping me off, you know what I mean? Because I invited this fucking demon into my life for 20 quid. Should be giving it to me away for free, like, you know what I mean? Should be paying me to take it off your hands.
Well, duh.
The thing has powers.
So she goes, oh, that thing's not for sale. And the woman goes, oh, it's got a price tag. She goes, you don't want it, things got powers. So she's like warning her, but if you know it's bad, why the fuck are you selling in the first place? Have it in your back room, or just do the right thing, get the fuck rid of it.
Well, duh.
So is it, right, so her tear landed on there when she was speaking to him. She goes, oh, I wish you could meet your little boy, he's so sweet. I think that's how the wish is granted, you've got to cry on it.
I saw him crying.
No, I wasn't. I was not.
It's okay to be touched, Beavis. Yeah, Beavis was touched.
Shut up.
She's like, who's that? Holding the gun up, and then her dead husband walks in. So he's like fully aware, or is this a dream, like? Because shouldn't he be like, A, covered in fucking dirt for the start?
Real.
You know what I mean? And have bullet holes in him. Forget about all that. But shouldn't he be like, what the fuck, man? I don't know what happened. Like, what the fuck? I thought I was like, oh, I woke up like, well, you know, he should be all like that. But he's like, no, this is real. I knew it. Like, keep in mind, this guy's just raised from the fucking grave. And he had time to go to the cleaners and everything beforehand and get his fucking shirt pressed and steam pressed and everything pristine. If I ever become a zombie, I hope I come out like, you know, clothes-wise, just being like, yeah, look, still repping it, bro. You can still fucking see the logo, like, you know? I love that. He turns up, goes, let me see my kid. Cool. Cuts to them, then having a shag, and he's just fucked off, like,
Respect.
Nah, I knew it. He's just going to turn to that. My sweet meat.
What?
Guess my name.
What? Ah, she kicked him in the balls. Awesome. I was going to say, right, they had her nude and, like, you know, from behind. I was like, could that be a stunt double? You know what I mean? Nice. What I'm getting at, I'm just waiting for a shot, if the fucking film would do me a favour, of her with the baby out of frame so I can say this. You know what's coming. Fuck's sake. Show me a shot. There you go. Chud the wall, chud the wall, chud the wall. There you go. I have to be really quick with it. Anyway, he's after her. She does deserve it.
To suck the very life from him.
So he wants to suck the life from the kids. You can take that in like so many dodgy ways though. I'm trying my best to justify his actions as a demon, but it's still Gary Glitterish like. Ah, she cut his hand, yes. And he loves it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The pain.
Now the pain. You know this dude's into like fuck. Ah, she stabbed him in the head. It's pointless. This guy hooks himself up and like asks people to like insert shit into him. You know he's that type like.
Someone without a soul.
And he's just.
What the hell are you?
Good question. She's just pushing him with a broom.
Pathetic.
Through his mouth, yeah. Look at this. I mean, he's used to that.
Ha! Gay!
Obviously, but still, fair play. I like this lady. She's actually kicking the shit out of him.
Respect. West Side.
The damsel in distress seems to have fled.
The damsel in distress seems to have fled.
In a carriage with no horses.
Because obviously he's from the 14th century, so all this is new to him. So a car to him is a carriage and all this shit, isn't it? Like, go on. Yeah, go on.
Blood get on the baby.
She just fucking hit the brakes. Go on, run him over again. Yeah, nice. Even though he was like just still like your doll, but there we go.
Pathetic.
And now Rumpelstiltskin.
What? She goes, oh, just an educated guess on what this might be in. She just pulls off Rumpelstiltskin. She's seen this film before it came out.
The one where you had to guess the guy's name, or you have to give him your first child?
Oh, is that the one?
He said guess.
I mean, okay, to be honest, Rumpelstiltskin was a fairly known-ish story, I guess, but like,
You read when you were a child, it stays with you. Look,
it's just a bit weird writing at this scene, like.
Was an evil little man.
Oh, better fucking explain it for people who don't know the fucking, you know, lore of it. Gotta fit it in somewhere, I guess, so I'm not gonna be too harsh on that, but it's just a bit weird the way you've done it, that's all I'm gonna say. He's just hanging around there, like, how did she not see that?
I don't know.
Here we go, here we fucking go. Thank you for the Rumpelstiltskin legend. They were like, interactive movie, Max complaining, fuck, get in there.
The small, gurgly one.
Yeah.
Give me the goddamn baby. Make another one.
Give me the goddamn baby, just make another one.
Ooh, you like the freaky stuff, huh? That's cool.
He just broke her neck like that. Kinda glad, because she was getting annoying as shit, like. I'll be honest, like. It's just his arm. It's one of the things where he just puts it next to his wound and he'll just instantly... Oh, look at least he's getting rid of the maggots and shit like that. In films, they just go and back together. At least he's a bit cleaning it out, if you want to call it that, an attempt. Oh, wait, this is when he steals the dude's bike, innit? Go on, then. GTA him.
Hey, asshole! Out of the road!
My knight has interesting armor.
That knight has interesting armour?
What? I want your steed.
I want your steed? I mean, come on, man. You know it's not a fucking horse. Look at this. He just grabs him and chucks him. Here we go. This is it now, isn't it? He's on a bike now. This is one of the scenes I remember. It's actually pretty funny if I remember right. Look at him go, bro. Tell me someone in the GTA community made a mod. Imagine playing as this dude. If you haven't yet, mate, someone in the GTA community make this mod.
Uncle Rumpel's on his way.
Uncle Rumpel's on his way? That's so dodgy, man. And while she's playing with the kid, she's smacking over fire hydrants. Like, concentrate on driving so your kid don't get in an accident.
Bloody women drivers.
Is this gonna fuck him over? Let's see. What a fucking idiot! That's funny as fuck, to be fair, like. This guy's checking on him, he just gets strangled. And then his rubber head gets thrown about. He put the glasses on him to take a cigar. And now he's taking the guy's lorry. Here's other things, right? So he's only just like this, probably less than 24 hours he's been in present time, 95 present time. He knows how to ride a bike, you know, wherever. He knows how to use a clutch and everything on a fucking lorry. So, is there a conspiracy where lorries existed in the 14th century and, like, you know, history was erased? Because he has no fucking problem knowing how to drive a lorry.
What the fuck? And you never got to the part about what's in it for me.
Yeah, look at this, right? So this guy's picking her up now, and that's the same guy who was on the TV earlier who's like,
There's never been
you know, just a basic, like, you know, what's the right word I should use for this one? Just looks at every woman as a piece of meat, shall we say, like, and he's trying to say to her, what's in it for me and that? And she's like, well, fuck you, I'm just getting in your van anyway. Like, I know you're in the middle of nowhere, but because you're in the middle of nowhere, I'd probably just go, now I'll take my chance with the next guy or just fucking walk, you know what I mean?
Thy chariot hath many horses.
My chariot has many horses, so a lorry to him. So, even from the 14th century, right, you just wake up. So the last memories of the 14th century, you're going to go, they're not horses, like, how at any point can you go, oh, yeah, horses are motorised, but humans are still humans, like, you know what I mean? Was he aware of cyborgs? Is that another thing? Did cyborgs exist and all that shit in the 14th century? And there's like, I'm aware of this, it's just the terms and language we used were different. We didn't have the term of cyborg by then. They were just, that's what they called knights of that back in the day, because they were wearing armour, it wasn't armour, it was cyborgs.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
So here's another thought as well, right? They did say in the book, like, as long as you know his name, Rumpelstiltskin, he's basically like, ah, fuck, you know my name, game over, I gotta bail. So in the intro, when she said, like, you know, you're Rumpelstiltskin, he goes, how do you know my name? And then he threw the fairy dust on her. This woman knows nothing about the magic side. Do you literally just go Rumpelstiltskin? He's like, fuck, you've seen the movie, fuck, oh, I'll turn into a rock for you? Or do you have to have the fairy dust? Because that's not been mentioned at all, and that's pretty explicit detail to know.
Well, duh.
How did the boat blow up by just driving into it like that?
I don't know.
I was going camping.
Just shut up and get us out of here!
I'm happy she said that, right? I've cut loads of shit he said out. He's really annoying, this guy. He had like 1 or 2 funny lines, and that's been it. Everything else has been like...
Pathetic. Damn good driver, you gotta give him that much.
Like, that's what I mean, this is in this situation, like,
Pathetic.
See, he's got the best reaction, like, I'm gonna kill you. Fair play. Made the jump, mate. You know, in GTA, you would have got a point for that. Nah, he just smashes through the ramp. He don't make any he just smashes through. He's pretending to have the baby in a rags while he fucks off in a buggy. Oh, he respected this guy. Like, he's actually going, fuck it, like, I get him to chase me to keep the girl and the baby alone. He's actually come through to do the right thing, considering he's a complete scumbag, so respect what it's due.
Respect.
Well, if you've played GTA, right, in them buggies, you can ride up the mountains, no fucking problem. He would be fucked, just go up there.
No, baby.
He's realised. I've been tricked, no baby. Oh, there we go, last second. And now it's made him drive off a cliff. Well, we know he's not going to die, because I think there's another, like, 27 odd minutes left of this film, something like that. Unless it's a long credit roll, which I don't think there is. He went to fucking go, because he's such a dweeb, he reversed off the cliff as well. That was quite funny. What? And he knocked himself, okay.
Pathetic.
Nah, look at this, it's all burnt up. Well, he just peels off the paint on his face and he goes back to normal, is it? Yep. What's it? What? He's ripped his head off to bite him?
What?
And then he smack his head. That was quite funny. But then rather than, like, you know, stab through his fucking head, or even take his fucking head with you so it's detached from his body, you can't see where the fuck he is. Like, shit! But I guess so cutting is, you know, there is only one way to kill him then. But then at that point, why didn't he go Rumpelstiltskin? He's like, oh fuck, you know. They haven't got the fairy dust.
Hot.
Look at this. He's like, get over here, buddy. Why is he in stealth mode? There's no one around, bro. Just fucking run. Look at him creeping about like the fucking dodgy guy is. Like, you know what I mean? Not straw. Is he scared of straw or something?
Pathetic.
The cops are all busted in. So they're blaming them for the murder of the cop because they run away from the scene, I guess, alright? She just found a cop and I was dead in his car, alright? So as quick as that now, he's just at the police station. Just cuts to this. You would swear this is like a cut version, but it's not.
What?
Nah, go on, shoot him up, bro. Yeah, he's like, ooh, is that the best you could do?
Ha! Gay! My turn.
Look at this now.
Officer needs help.
That's right, you just stare and watch your partner die. Hold on. He took the gun off him, he ran out of bullets, he goes, my turn, took the gun off him and shot him? He was out of bullets though.
What?
So let me get this right. They shoot him point blank range with a gun, nothing. But in the 40s, they hit him with some fucking clubs and he's all like, oh, fuck for a bit, like.
Hey! Come on! Come on!
Come on!
Don't cry. Oh, I know.
When he's saying to the baby, don't cry, I bet that's real because it took the baby like a million takes because he's like, what the fuck is this? Like, you know what I mean? Look at him set a steps that rail there, bro. Get a nice back lip on that motherfucker. No, you know what? Flip back lip. Let's go. Let's go.
On my heels, so I feel more balanced and more centered.
Wake up, Matilda, wake up! Damn it!
Whoa. So they stole a car and that woman they were looking for was in the back of the car?
What?
Rumpelstiltskin has no soul. That's why he steals babies.
He's got no soul, that's why he steals babies. Thanks for now mentioning it, but it's still... He's still dodgy about everything, you know what I mean? What? He's like can throw fairy dust and then he's got a projector screen that works in real life.
What?
Straw, my dear. Plain old.
Straw? Straw, like, he's like straw with a little, like, doll, but the way to kill this dude is with straw.
A fucking embarrassment.
So if you're a farmer with hay bales, bro, you could take on multiple guys like this in the 10 minutes. You could take out like 20 Rumpelstiltskins easy, like. And now he's using his power now to strangle her? Why didn't he do this ages ago?
I don't know.
This is another thing. He's got all these random powers, right? So why didn't he just go like, when the people around, just go paralyze everyone in the scene, boom, just get a baby and walk away? Why is he going through all this when randomly he has these mad powers he could just have used on people, I don't know, fucking an hour ago?
I don't know. Out to the graveyard.
So they've got to do all this shit. If you're wondering why isn't he not taking the kid's soul now, he's got to go to a graveyard to do it. And to stop him, they got to do a chant or some shit. Into a mother's loving arms. So as long as it's a random mother and not your own kid, you can just put the baby by a corpse. Nice for the baby, I guess, isn't it? Ah, look at this. He's controlling like zombies to come out of the graves and shit now. Why did we get this a lot earlier in the film?
I don't know.
Oh, so you rip off zombies' arms, so do a Jack's fatality and they die? Why is he holding her back when you're both supposed to be trying to go forward to fight him?
A fucking embarrassment.
What? You're just like, we got this far and now we're just gonna run away?
Pathetic. And we can save your baby.
But you don't know what the chant is.
But we don't know what the chant is.
Oh, there we go.
It's in the fairy tale, Max.
How do you... Oh, you read the book earlier in the film. You never went into detail. You cut that fucking scene real short. You said, oh, you got to say his name. So you've known this the whole time? Alright, the whole fire and straw bollocks, alright, we didn't know that. So that's what all that fairy... But then, what was that fairy dust earlier? That went fire and straw? Alright, so now, look at this. Look at the stunt double with a wig on. Look at that! Look at the blatant wig! Blatantly, like, got a bigger, fatter face on that, but there we go, innit? So he's just gonna run into Rumpelstiltskin with this and go, Rumpelstiltskin! Is that what's gonna happen? Look at him just running over gravestones. The respect, mate. Respect to you.
Respect.
Fire-breathing dragon giveth out.
Ah, the fire-breathing dragon. He's talking about a tractor with some fucking hay on fire in front of it.
Chaff!
Ah, birdie, chaps, birdie. Look at the way he's like just slightly jogging lightly in front of him. Why do you just run to the left or right and avoid him?
I don't know.
Died, fell into it. And he said Rumpelstiltskin. So just say Rumpelstiltskin now when he's dead. That's right, you just stay there on fire and not make an attempt to run or get out of it.
Pathetic.
So now he's dived off and is going into an electrical... Alright, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this happens now. So that's dropped on. Now he's getting That's happened. Okay. 95, 95, guys. 95. How come the front's no longer on fire?
I don't know.
Ah, look at this. Oh, he's in half now. Okay.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Here we go. She's got to repeat his name in these fuck basically. He's the opposite of Candyman. Like, you say Candyman, Candyman, Candyman. Oh, fuck! Okay, so they got a kid, obviously, you know what I mean? And now he's turned to a rock.
Back! Fire's all over the place!
Oh dear, and he's thrown it. I don't know, down cliffs, okay. It's like, so right by there, that's fine. Why do we go to the water, then throw it even further in? So 3 years later, obviously someone's, like, how does it take 3 years to come across that?
I don't know.
It's like just there, hanging around, like.
Can I keep it? Can I take it home?
Sure.
Can I keep it? Can I take it home? Well, I've got a little baby to restart the whole thing again, hey! Okay, so that was Rumpelstiltskin from 1995. Director who made the first Leprechaun film made this. You can see some similarities, you know, not just a fairy tale thing, but in the sense of like it's more of a comedy horror, you know, they're not taking themselves fully seriously, you can tell, obviously, like pretty much not taking themselves seriously at all, if we're honest. You know, the Rumpelstiltskin guy, he was quite funny with the odd lines, and I do make jokes about saying like he's a bit of a dodgy, you know, Gary Glitter type, if you know what I mean. And then they explain he needs souls, so they do that, but I don't know, he's just very creepy and just the kind of, if you lived with him as a neighbour, you'd be like, dude, he's on a watch list somewhere, yeah, you know what I mean? So they did well with that. The acting overall, it was hit and miss. It was like, the one female friend she had, they kill off early, thankfully, because she started getting really annoying. She was right at first, she had little moments, it's like, alright, but then dragging on a bit, kill her off, boom. And then the guy they saw on the TV show ends up randomly meeting a woman and kind of escorts her for the remainder of the film. He has some odd funny lines, but a lot of the shit just drags on and it's really unfunny and like, and super cheesy. But again, a thing for this time, 95, is why I'm expecting they're not taking themselves seriously, just having a laugh, but still some of them were like, The whole premise was cool, you know, I quite liked it, you know what I mean, it was alright. But honestly, I think this would have worked better if, like, they didn't do a modern day thing. If they just kept in a 14th century, 1400 is where they say. If they kept that kind of scale of it, I think it would have been better. You know, with like the whole, you know, display, the sets and everything would have been better. Because it's like, it is funny, like, you know, when he's on a bike and that, and then he's like, oh, this is a steed and all that. So, I you know, but a lot of it don't make sense, because all of a sudden he's looking like at a car, and he's like, that's a fucking horse. It's like, mate, it don't matter if you've been, you know, reincarnated from the 14th century. You're going to go, I know what a horse looks like. That's not a horse. It moves, but it's not a fucking horse. But he's obsessed with calling, like, lorries, like, horses and shit, but whatever. Part of the joke, I get it. But again, if he was in the 14th century, you wouldn't have to do that. You could just be like, oh, my steed. And I get what they're doing, the whole joke about, like, he's all this old school language, the way he looks at it. He's only been but then he's only been, like, with less than 24 hours of him being reincarnated, he knows how to drive, a lorry, buggies, bikes, no problem. Like, he does fuck up on that one scene when she gets a hydrant, and I called it, which I thought was quite funny. I have a little moments like that when he does fuck up. But it's like, it would have been funny if she didn't do that, and he's just like, don't know how to fucking work the car, and he's like, wow, this steed is not how I thought. So missed opportunity on that. Like, even with the lorry, like it could have been funnier when he's in it, and he's like, oh man, he's got a lorry, oh shit, and he's just stalling all the time, and they're like, oh, fuck this, get away, like, you know, and he's like, ah, and eventually catches up with them, because, you know, I thought that could have been a funnier thing, you know? Overall, though, you know, around this time, 95, there was, like, the Leprechaun, like, the Chucky's done a couple of, you know, sequels, so there was a lot of this kind of films happening. The Puppet Masters were doing sequels, so I see why this got a bit overlooked, because if you look at ratings, it's quite low, which, you know, in 2010, I believe, they talked about a sequel, and whoever distributed it first hand were like, shut it down, don't care about the idea. 5 years later, like, nah, don't care, the first film didn't do too well. Bit of a shame, because I think you know, it's cool. It's got its own character. It does this thing, which is what I'm going to get to. I think it deserves a SPUD, personally, although I do, like, you know, take the piss out of it. Ultimately, I did enjoy it, you know, but these kind of cheesy 90s films, 80s films, you're going to take the piss out of, but that's what you love them for. You know, it's a different piss taking. It's like, oh, you know, but, you know, I enjoyed it. I think what it was, because, like, the dude who made Leprechaun, that got big, he done this after, and it's like, everyone at the time was like, oh, it's another Leprechaun film, even though it's not. You know, I think that's why it got, like, overlooked. It's not amazing, by all means, but I thought it was pretty decent. And, like, looking at the reviews for what it's based on, I generally think it deserves more, you know? On that note, if you've seen this film, do you agree? Do you think it deserves more? Or are you with the, you know, reviews of it was a pretty shit film? But I thought it was pretty cool for what it was. Rumpelstiltskin dude. He did have some funny lines. Some of them were like, he was, again, hit and miss, but as a character now he's fine. It was just his dialogue and the writing was mainly the letdowns. And some of the parts where they'd have action and a bit drawn, but, you know, for what it was, I enjoyed it. You know, if you've seen it, you let me know what you thought. Otherwise, I've been Maniacal Mac, so thanks for joining us next time. Peace out.
Maniacal Mac.